Greetings, dear listeners. Hope you're all doing well. We're here today in a picnic area, and we're not quite sure whether or not we're supposed to be here or not, or whether we're allowed to be here. So I've instructed the lovely and talented camera crew to keep filming if the police show up, which should make for a more interesting video, I guess, but hopefully they won't come by. Now, a couple of weeks ago, I shared with you an email I got from a student at my old alma mater, the University of Western Ontario. Well, I'll be the son of a Saugeen stripper, but I've received another communication from a Western student who sent me the following email. Warren, since you're familiar with the Western campus, you're probably familiar with the woods along the Thames, the stretch between the river and Richmond Street, a great place to party, and one stinking hot summer day, a great place to have a picnic. Now, if you're not familiar with the University of Western Ontario campus, the River Thames, which is a shallow river named after the big river in the United Kingdom, runs through it, and there's lots of trees and woods, and it is very, as my parents would have said, it's very picture screw there. So back to the email. My girlfriend and I had a spot where we like to chill, a narrow strip of sand at the water's edge. It was largely hidden from the nearby trail by bushes and tall grass, so we had some degree of privacy. On this occasion, we had smoked some before pigging out, and we drank some cheap white wine too. And after various exertions, I fell asleep in the hot sun. I was awakened by my girlfriend passionately kissing me. Indeed, she was actually licking my face. I slowly opened my eyes and nearly had a heart attack. I was face to face with this ugly skank with dark pitted skin and bloodshot eyes who was licking me with a thick gray tongue. And talk about bad breath. I rolled away from her across the sand and then saw to my horror that it wasn't a girl. It was just a head floating in midair. One of those night floaters. I had heard about them but didn't believe it. Well, here she was, and as I watched in horror, she began to move towards me, and I think it was trying to smile. And then it puckered up its chapped lips. It wanted a kiss. A kiss! At that moment, my girlfriend screamed from somewhere over in the tall grass. I reached down and scooped up a handful of coarse sand, then flung it in the thing's eyes, making it shriek. There was a part of a charred board, part of an old bonfire lying nearby, so I grabbed it and I began beating the head with it until it flew away. My girlfriend came staggering out of the tall grass with her bikini bottoms around her ankles. I guess she'd gone into the tall grass to pee. It might have been funny. Shit, it is funny. But she had another of those heads, an ugly dude chasing after her. I ran forward and swung the charboard right at the creep's ugly pan and connected. Grand slam. The head disappeared and so did we. Allie had pissed all over herself trying to get away from the floater. And the girl floater had been licking me, licking my face. Now there's an image for you in the middle of a flu pandemic, pardon me. Oh, she'd been licking me, so we had a long, long hot shower as soon as we got home. We told a few people about what had happened to warn them about the floaters, but they just laughed at us or asked us if we had any of the weed left. So I decided to tell you, as I know you won't laugh. Keep up the good work trying to warn people about the night floaters. I would never have believed it, but they are out there. Name and address withheld. Oh, the good old University of Western Ontario. It is the only Canadian university to make the list of the top 20 party schools in North America. However, when I was there, I was locked up in the nunnery, also known as library school. But what is it they say? Abstinence makes the heart grow colder? Something like that. Anyways, dear listeners, stay safe, Stay subscribed. If this is your first visit to my channel, my name is Warren. I tell original ghost stories or original horror stories about cryptids like the night floaters, werewolves, or the black-eyed children, and of course stay hungry. And I'm now going to ask the lovely and talented camera crew to give us a panorama shot of today's beauteous but somewhat windy scenery here on the shores of the mighty Pile of Bones. So I'll get out of the way. Take it away, crew. Till midnight. Cheers.